Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is going to be more consistent. I've only made 2 previous videos, which one was like 7 months ago, the other was like 5, but I will try so hard for you guys not to make them so far apart. But life is life, unfortunately. But I am coming to you guys today to talk about being a stay-at-home mother. Now, I know there are some stay-at-home dads, which power to y'all because you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. I may get a little bit off topic. I might start talking about this, I might start talking about that, but it'll all tie together in the end of the video. So, first things first. Being a stay-at-home mom, father, I'm gonna keep saying mom because I'm a mom. But being a stay-at-home mom, I do not do this. Ooh, I want to straighten my hair today. Let me just go straighten it today. I want to put on some makeup. I want to look cute today. So let me just do it. And let's see what I'm gonna get into today. That does not happen. A majority of the time, my hair is up in a bun, no makeup, and I'm in sweats and usually whatever shirt I found. And that's the truth, and that's probably why I have not made a video yet, because I really haven't had the time to do me up. Now, what actually really made me want to do this video is because one day my daughter came home and she couldn't understand why I was tired, why I just give me a minute. And she's just like, why? I mean, obviously she didn't make that face because but she's like, why? Like, mommy, like, you've been home all day, and I'm like, what do you think I do? Wow, like, what do you think I do? And she told me, and I quote, don't you wait for me to get home all day? Don't you just sit here and just wait for me? I was like, yeah, because that's exactly what I do. That's why the house is clean. That's why your clothes are washed. That's why there's dinner sometimes, because I'm telling you guys, no, not every day my house is not clean. The clothes are not washed weekly. What else? Just things that you guys see like in movies may be real in people's lives, but in my life, no. Some days are so crazy that I get absolutely like nothing done, and then there's other days where I get everything done and I'm like, yes, it feels great, house smelling great, like you just like you got what you wanted to do to do like that day, like you got it done, and it just feels awesome. Now, I'm saying being a stay-at-home period, as being a parent, especially a mother, it never stops. Like, even if you are a working mother, you come home and it's just automatically to your mother job now. You hung up whatever job you were at, whatever, you're home, you walk home, and boom, it's already, you're at your other job. Like, it doesn't stop. And it's twice as hard being home because, again, they're like, well, you're home, so you can do this. You shouldn't complain. You should be able to just run and do it. Like, and it's like, no, I get tired. I take care of 4 people, including myself, and not every day do I want to get dressed up. Not every day do I want to go do this. Not every day do I want to go do that. Because, again, another misconception of being a stay-at-home is that I'm just out and about spending money or just out and about doing all kinds of things. Who knows what people think that, whatever I could be doing. And yes, 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 there are days where I do go out because I have a very, very, very amazing supporting system. So they know that I'm home, and it's very, very easy to fall into like a depression because, I'm home. I see the same walls. I'm with my baby. I'm having fun with him, of course, but I'm also chasing after him, making sure that, he's being changed. He's, being this. He's not grabbing this. Like, no, come here. Stop, don't do that. Oh, no, come here. Mommy just wants to sleep. Mommy just wants to rest. It's a lot that comes with it. And I say this because I've gotten it a few times where people will ask me, like, what are you doing for a living? And I'm like, oh, for now I am a stay-at-home. And guys, they are like, and I go, it's a problem because you asked what I do for a living. I didn't tap you on your shoulder and say, hey, by the way, I'm a stay-at-home. No, you asked what I do for a living. And that is what I currently do because I don't know, what it is now or what it is in y'all state or whatever have you, but back when I was young, I was able to start working at 15, and that's exactly what I did. I started working at 15, and I just stopped working this past year and a half. So this has only been my first year and a half, like, not working. Well, not working out, like, for somebody else or something, because I do work at home. And believe it or not, being a stay-at-home mom is a job, okay? It is the most stressful job, the most underrated job, and the most lovable job because this world is so ugly. It's so ugly, and when you send your kid, like to daycare, you're taking them there to get taken care of, not for you to pick them up and them have a marker on their face, a scratch, or being bitten up. And I'm not talking about little boo-boos because they're kids, so they're running around and jumping, and so yes, sometimes they're gonna get cuts and scrapes. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about, I know you guys seen the swollen faces where there's like 10,000s of bite marks or 10,000 scratches, or where daycare workers are snatching people's kids up, like, and hanging, killing the kids, and it's like, it's very scary, and or they're just like, okay, well, you're here for the day, so boom, you're in the corner over there, and I'm gonna be on my phone on social media. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to think about, is he being changed on time? Is he just crying for hours? Are they neglecting him? Like, I don't have to think anything like that, like I did with my first daughter, my only daughter, my first kid, because I was, taking her to daycare, and I had all those worries. But it kind of like goes to the back of your head because then you're like, you're at work and you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that. So then when you go and pick them up and something is like horrid like that, it's sickening, very sickening, because if that's not a job for you, why apply for it? Granted, you need money to pay bills, but if you're not gonna at least put 50% in, because hello, not everybody's gonna love their job, but if you can't put at least 50% in, why do it? Why be miserable and then make everybody else around you miserable? And kids feel all that, and I learned that even though we try to hide things from them, they are very, very intuitive, very smart. They are on it. They're like, sometimes my daughter, she just catches me and I'm just like how did you know? Or how, you know what I mean? It's crazy, It's very, very crazy. So I also laugh because I was asked, about my being a stay at home. And I found out that someone else, well, not just someone else, but other people now started to become stay at homes. And I'm like, how funny is it that, you said this and you said that, and you were like, I could never, or you're crazy for staying at home and having to depend on somebody for things, and now you're what? You're doing what now? Say that again, so I can hear that. You're gonna be a stay at home? Oh, cute. It's cute. It's besides me. It's like, don't judge somebody's life, because you can never know what's gonna happen in yours. So, we're all having our opinions. We're all having this. We're all having that. But don't judge, because again, you never know what situation you will find yourself in. Okay? And I'm gonna also talk about the downside of being a stay-at-home, because it's like I said, people just assume like, okay, you're home, so what do you have to complain for? What do you have to talk about? What do you have to what you're sitting on the couch all day, or you can lay up in your bed all day, or you can lay. No, I'm not just staying home because I'm just staying home. I'm staying home because I have a child to take care of, and then another child when she gets home, or when she's out of school, or when she has her half a days, or when she has her vacation and everything. Now I'm taking care of her as well, all day long, and she don't nap, so when I get my little time when he takes his nap, I do get that time to myself. But then again, that's when I try to rush and quietly clean and try to cook and try to do this, because I know when he's up, he wants my attention, because he's been with me, and he wants me to do things with him. He wants me to play with him. He wants me to run with him. He wants me to chase him. He don't want me to be cleaning and cooking, because he's attached on my leg, crying for, now he wants me to pick him up. And it's like, mommy's just trying to do this real quick. And, he don't understand that. He's just like, no, mommy, I want you with me. So that is the down part, because people say, you quote unquote spoil your kid. And have I spoiled my kids? Absolutely. I have learned that a very lot with my oldest daughter, because I am trying to bring her back to reality, because I did do too much, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't see it, like, as I was doing too much, because I'm like, no, I'm doing this because I want to do it. But it got to a point where she she expects it. And it's like, if I don't do it, she kind of melts down. And I'm like, whoa, no, we can't have that, because she is very, very self-independent. And when she wants to do something, she will do it. You know what I mean? So I kind of learned that with her, and not to do that so much with him. So that's a good thing. And as well as, she is an amazing, amazing, amazing big sister. So when she is home, on her days off, or just home period, they just love each other. He's looking for her when he gets out of his crib, and he would run into her door, and he's upset that, she's not here. And then when she gets home from school, they just run to each other. They haven't seen each other all day. Well, years, not all day, because they hadn't. But, it's just amazing, because I was scared of having another kid. Because I was not trying at that time. I was trying a few years before that to have another baby. So when it happened, it was I was like, oh my God, now? And we had to tell her. And she was actually away on vacation when we found out. So we waited for her to come back, and we recorded it. And we told her, we're having a baby. And she cried. She was like, no, if I could return them, return. She was like, I don't want a baby. I don't want to share my attention. I don't want to, nope. I want to be the only kid. When because like I said, previous video, I had a C-section. So when I went to get my C-section, you know, she's never had to see me like go through anything like that, you know, like no major surgery, no minor surgery, no, really nothing. So when they had to take me back, you know, to preparate and everything, she kind of like lost it and was like, I don't want my brother, just bring me back my mom, like I don't care, you know, I don't like my brother. And when they brought him to the room, I so wish I could have seen it, because I was, you know, still being closed up and everything. She fell in love with him, like fell in love with him, and I did too. I was just like, I don't know how I can do this, you know. I have a 9-year-old, like how am I supposed to go back to Pampers and diaper bags and bottles and Pampers and waking up in the middle of the night, or making sure he's okay, and, you know, doing this and doing that, like how? And it just hits you. It just clicks. It just happens. And people tell you that, you know, when you're pregnant, they're like, listen, don't stress. It's gonna happen. And you're like, you don't even know. And it truly, truly, truly happens. It's just like, he was a piece of our puzzle that we didn't even realize that we were missing. Like thank God that he gave us such a special, happy little boy. I mean, he is beyond one, okay? If you believe, you know, people come back to the world, he may be one of them people, because before one, he was talking, and I mean words that, his sister name is Bella, and he was calling her. He was saying, you know, I mean, dada, mama, that's, you know, but I mean, he just says like, all right. He says, I love you. You know, obviously it's not every day or whatever, but he says words, and it's just like, did I hear that? You know, like he was walking by like what, 7.5 months. He's just something else, just something completely else, you know. And he completed us, you know. And I was fortunate because I was working up until March of last year, and it was this crazy place which I benefit from leaving, so kudos. And I actually found out because my daughter was, like I said, she was on vacation. She was going on a 2-week vacation. So I was like, oh, turn up, hit up all my girls. Well, my like 4 girls, because I don't got friends. I'm like, oh, we about to turn up. Oh my God, y'all, da 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 da. But things had been happening that kind of was like, maybe I should take a test. But I was kind of also like, oh my God, I don't have a kid, you know? So I ended up taking the test the day she left. The night she was already gone. I took the test that night, and I was pregnant. So there goes my turn up. But I learned a lot also from being a stay-at-home, because I lost my patience, you know, because again, my daughter is 9, you know, self-sufficient. I don't have to, if I don't want to, I don't have to do certain things for her. She can just do it on her own. I can just, hey, you know, go do this, or hey, go do that, or, you know, you go get dressed, or go do your hair, go do this, go do that, go do this. You know, him, I have to follow behind him. I have to do this. I have to do that. I got to get him dressed. I got to change him. You know what I mean? Like, it's going back to the beginning. And I truthfully didn't even realize what it was to take care of a baby, because obviously I know some of y'all probably did the math. I was 16 when I found out that I was pregnant, 17 when I actually had her. So for a big part of her life, I was living with my mother, and without even knowing how much she helped me, I mean, God, like, that woman is just so special to me. Like, nobody will ever understand. I don't even know how to express. I don't think amount of money, or like I could write a paragraph. You know how we be paragraphing people when we're mad. Not even that could make her understand how much she did for me, you know, and how truly grateful I am. People turn their backs on me. And when I mean people, I mean, I had my mom. I had my sister. I had my mom and sister. Okay? So my sister was in another state. So it was just a rough time. A rough time. That will be for another video, because that is so long and so interesting to say the least. Because you know, at the time that I had her, it was back in 2010, where it was very rare that a kid so young was, you know, like, giving birth. That's literally when 16 and Pregnant first came out, you know? And people used to be like, and I'd be like, with my big old belly, like, I'm pregnant, guys. Yes, like, keep it pushing. Like, she coming. You know? So then for the other part of her life, I had lived with my dad, which was kind of harder because my dad was like so in love with her. Like, that was his baby, and he didn't want to hear her cry. I mean, not even like a whimper, like, or is that how you say that? A whimper? Whatever. He didn't want to hear a wisp, okay? He didn't want to hear, like, her getting yelled at. He didn't want nothing. Like, if she wanted it, she could have it. If she broke it, oh well. Like, and I was just like, no, like, we this is not gonna work, because we can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not okay. And he was just like, you know, she's a kid, she should be happy. And I'm like, I was just your kid, like, 10 years ago, and I couldn't even get off my front stoop. So, you know what I mean? It was very crazy to see, and still see. You know, it's just like, wow, like, parents and with their grandkids are definitely not the same parents that we get. Just so y'all know, they are not the same parents that we get or we have. Okay? But back to, you know, like, the stay-at-home part, I absolutely am grateful. I absolutely love staying home with him. It's just, you know, the negative bowl that you got to deal with the people that think that you don't do anything because you're home. And you know what? Because we do a lot. How about you try staying home and raising a kid, okay? From sun up, sun down, and even when the sun ain't up or the sun ain't down, in between the middle of the night, when you gotta get up, change a pamper, make a bottle, or rock them back to sleep, or sometimes because for whatever reason they think it's playtime at 2 in the morning and they don't go back till 4, sleep till 4, or they want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and party, like, you know what I mean? And it goes from there. Every day is different. Not every day is the same. Sometimes he don't nap, sometimes he naps, and you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like I said, I can get that break, and whereas sometimes I don't get a break. And a lot, I have no privacy, guys. I mean, I'm surprised I'm getting through this video because they're napping and I made them nap. But no privacy, like, not even to the bathroom, like to use the bathroom, not even in the shower, like not even when I come to get dressed, not even when I'm just like wanting to just fall on my bed and just lay there for half a second. It's just like, no, it's not happening. And of course, I'm going to get people that are like, oh, well, you chose to be a mom, or you chose to do this, and you chose to do that. And I'm going to stop you right there, because you may not have kids, but I'm pretty sure you complain about whatever it is that's going on in your life. And you can take this as a complaint, or you can take this as whatever you want to take it as. I'm just speaking my truth. I'm speaking about how I feel. And if y'all feel like this is complaining, then that's your business. You know what I mean? Let me see what else I can think of to say. Wine helps you through things. Don't forget that. No, guys. Like I said, I am going to try to be more consistent, but it's not every day that I can get this look, or it's literally not every day that I don't have somebody busting through my door like, and I'm just like, what, So, I mean, I pretty much, I know I'm going to think of more things, so I'll probably do like a part 2 to this or something, because, when I get on here, my mind just goes blank. And then when I get off here, I'm like, you didn't say that. Oh, you should have said this. And I'm just like, why didn't I say that? But I think I pretty much covered what I can right now, which is pet, okay? And when I mean pat the mothers on their back of the shoulders, tell them they're doing a wonderful job. Let them know that, you may not want to stay with their kid or can't stay with their kid, but let them know that you're there for them. Because depression is real, okay? Very real. I have it. It doesn't define you, and it's not just confined to a certain person or a certain ethnicity. It's not just it's not just for this person or that person, because we've had famous people with depression, and that's what really kind of brought it out, because they started killing themselves, and so that's what kind of was like, whoa, maybe depression is real, and it is. So just, if you know anybody or any of your friends are stay-at-homes or anything like that, just check on them, text them, make sure they're good, like, go hang out with them, because it is hard sometimes, like, to get out of the house. You know what I mean? Like, you're chasing after a kid all day and cleaning up and having to cook, and then now you gotta turn around and get your baby ready, get their bag ready, get you ready. If you have a purse, get your, make sure you have your purse, make sure you have this, make sure you have that, and then you're heading out. And and sometimes it's just like, no, I don't want to do all that, no matter how good it sounds to get out of the house. It's just like, it's too much, So again, check on them and make sure they're okay. Make sure that you're there for them. And even if in your mind you don't see the job how we see it, because you're not going through it, a lot of people have to go through things to see things like that. Try to understand. Try to envision what we do, because it's harder than your job. I guarantee it. I guarantee 99.99999 of y'all that say stay at home moms, don't do anything or whatever or blah blah blah, y'all wouldn't even last 5 minutes nor 5 seconds in our job, in our position. So before you guys try to, downplay or disrespect what we do, think. Because a lot of you guys don't do that. Obviously, that's why the world is the way it is. You can't even go get a chicken sandwich anymore because somebody wants to stab you because they want the chicken sandwich too. Like, is you stupid? Is you for real? Like, it's not that deep, but nor should it ever be that deep to fight, jump over, or whatever over a chicken sandwich. Like, it's crazy. You can't even go to the club or like the store or Walmart or anywhere really, because people are nuts, nutty, and there's no reason for it. Instead of spreading hate, try to spread some love, try to spread some positivity. And I, for one, need to work on that because there are things that I just recently found out about myself and why I'm the way that I am. I mean, sometimes it takes for you to dig inside yourself to be like, wait a minute, you know what? Maybe they're right. Because my mom, great woman, my mom used to tell me that she never realized, well, not her, but a friend never realized, like how bad her nasty attitude was or whatever until like she was told about herself, and then she really like sat back and was like, wow, like this is true. And a lot of y'all need that because a lot of y'all are thinking other people are the problem when it's really y'all, because like, again, like, excuse me, just with this topic alone, it's so much hate, so much negativity about it. It's not talked about because it's not a job. It's you're not getting paid. You're not, you're home, you're home, and that's all people see. One track mind. Well, she's home, so dismiss. Like, boo. You try doing what I do, and then maybe we can talk about it. So for now, I'm just gonna cut this video as my daughter would remind me, because she knows about this more than I do, as she would remind me, if you want to continue following my journey, which, like I said, it will be more consistent, please see, I don't even know what I'm saying. Subscribe, that's what it is. Subscribe to my channel and like and comment and just feedback, tell me whatever, because I am just starting this, so I may come off a little bit nervous. You guys are not going to see my full personality, and you guys are not going to get to know me off back, because I don't do this. I don't let people in, and I don't, what you see like on my socials and my pictures is basically what you see and what you get. Like, that's that, but I'm trying this and seeing how it goes. So just, like everything else, subscribe, comment, and like, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.